Matthew Fitzpatrick died in Mannheim, Germany of asphyxia due to ligature strangulation on the 11th of December 2010. His body was discovered just after 11 a.m. by his ex-girlfriend. Her description of his body position has become an area of serious contradiction and fabrication. In fact, there have been 3 different descriptions given by her, all of which are proven to be impossible. The German police have stated that Matthew died as a result of suicidal hanging. However, our evidence proves that this was not the case. The fact remains that the German police carried out no forensic investigation. If they had done, they would have discovered that Matthew was brutally murdered. There are a number of factors to focus on with regards to the position of Matthew's body when found. It is important to state that nobody saw Matthew's body hanging. Matthew's ex-girlfriend stated he was. However, we've been able to secure evidence from a forensic engineer who stated that all 3 different descriptions given by the ex-girlfriend were impossible. So where was Matthew's body found? Every person, police, medical personnel, and the neighbours who entered the apartment after 11 a.m. on the morning of the 11th of December 2010 stated that Matthew was lying on the floor in the kitchen of his apartment. Initial examinations carried out by the emergency doctor who arrived on the scene shortly after 11:16 a.m. stated that Matthew's body was in the lying down position for a long period of time. This information alone should have provided the police with the first indication that the ex-girlfriend gave a false statement. So what were her 3 different statements? In her first statement, on the 11th of December 2010, she told the emergency medical doctor on the scene that Matthew was hanging from the kitchen balcony door handle. In her second statement, on the 15th of December 2010, she told police that he was hanging from the top of the kitchen door. And in her third statement in 2012, she told police that he was hanging with the belt over the top of the kitchen balcony door and his feet on the ground, legs bent at the knee. A forensic engineer with over 30 years' experience in conducting forensic examinations analysed witness statements, police reports, medical reports, images of the belt and autopsy images. He has stated that the ex-girlfriend's 3 different accounts and how she found Matthew were impossible. He also stated that the German police have not proven suicide, and in fact he was shocked that there was no forensic analysis completed by them. The forensic engineer's position is that there are too many unanswered questions, and proper analysis must be carried out before determining a cause of Matthew's death. This statement exposes serious flaws in the police investigation, and therefore a proper and thorough investigation must be carried out. When we explore visually the third statement given by the ex-girlfriend, it is clear to identify the serious flaws in her statement. All the measurements were taken from the investigation reports, and by simple calculation we can see that the belt was not long enough to put over the top of the door. So what did the police do in their investigation in relation to Matthew's body position? Well, very little. They did make a statement saying that they tested a belt over the top of the door. However, the belt didn't budge after applying great force. On the 7th of January 2011, we carried out a similar test. The video evidence that follows shows the results. While the belt we have used in our test is only similar to the belt found around Matthew's neck, it does however question the plausibility of hanging from the top of the door, but it also questions the investigation the police stated that they carried out. Finally, it is important to focus on the actual position Matthew was found in, lying flat on his back on the kitchen floor facing upwards. If Matthew was found hanging, how did he get into the position he was found in? The illustration shown here highlights that this is impossible. The door opened inwards, so therefore Matthew would have fallen head first, making his body position opposite to how it was found. Therefore it further questions the ex-girlfriend's statements. The German police have not investigated Matthew's death properly. They have not questioned serious contradictions of the ex-girlfriend. Surely the German police cannot be this incompetent. Or is it the fact that the German police knew that Matthew was a foreigner and they didn't care? Whatever the reasons, the German police should be pressurised into carrying out a proper, thorough and professional investigation. Please view part 3 of this series of vlogs for our evidence on the injuries Matthew sustained to his body.